Summer 1944. On the Vercors Plateau, the French resistance is engaged in an unequal struggle. Isolated and hunted, the Maquis fighters await from the Allies two means to continue the fight. To answer this call, the 8th Air Force commit unusual resources. Heavy bombers designed to strike Germany are diverted from their original role. Their mission to supply the French resistance. Among the aircraft involved is a B-17G of the 94th Bomb Group. Its serial number is 42-102605. Its name, Kismet. On board is an experienced crew, among them the bolt turret gunner Wilbur Richardson. Like many men of the 94th Bomb Group, he has already faced bombing missions over Germany, heavy losses and the constant tension of formation flame. Kismet is not on its first mission. It will take part in a supply drop of June 25th and July 14th, 1944, through two crucial operations for the Vercors. On July 14, 1944, Operation Cadillac is launched. The bomb group of the 4th Combat Wing are engaged, the 94th, the 385 and the 447th Bomb Group. A total of 85 B-70 take parts. They depart England at dawn, cross the English Channel, then head toward southeast France. On July 14, 1944, the 94th Bomb Group takes off from the RAF Routham before dawn. For more than 3 hours, the crew circle over England, gradually assembling their formation, first at combat wing level, then as part of the entire 3rd Air Division. At 6:35, the B-17s leave the English coast at Salsabille. The channel crossing is conducted in tight formations at 17,000 feet. At 7:01, the Flying Fortress reached the French coast. From this point on, the mission changes in nature. Altitude decreases, terrain rises into the view, and the crews prepare for a mission unlike a conventional bombing run. Course set south toward the Vercors Massif. Regarding the channel crossing, the exit point from English coast, Salsabille, at time 6:35, altitude is 17,000 feet. The weather better than forecast. Undercast up to 5,000 feet. Excellent visibility at altitude. The landfall on the French coast coordinates 49 degrees 15 minutes north, 0 degrees 5 minutes west. The time 7:01. The altitude 11,000 feet. Unlike standard bombing mission, the aircraft descend to low altitude as they approach the Vercors, increasing their exposure to the enemy fighters and anti-aircraft fire. The flight plan requires precision and discipline. The bombers must overfly the Vassieux drop zone, identify the ground signals, and release that container accurately. On the ground, the Maquis fighters have arranged 3 signal fires in a triangle. The signal is clear. The B-17s line up, bomb bay doors open, 860 containers are dropped within a minute. Weapons, ammunition, explosives, radio for the resistance. It is a search of hope. But the Luftwaffe react. Fighters of the Jagdgruppe 200 take off, notably from the Valence-Chaboya area. A dozen Messerschmitt Bf-109 attack the formation, targeting primarily the trailing bombers. But the American escort intervenes immediately. 55 P-51 Mustangs of the 357th Fighter Group, the Oxford Boys, engage the attackers. The combat lasts more than 10 minutes. American claims 3 Bf-109 destroyed, 1 Bf-109 damaged, and 1 Focke-Wulf 190 destroyed. In reality, Jagdgruppe 200 suffered very heavy losses. 6 Bf-109 lost, 2 pilots killed, 3 wounded, and 1 captured by the Maquis. The 94th Bomb Group, although directly attacked, lost no aircraft. Only a few B-17s, including Kismet, returned with light damage. Mission accomplished. The formation left the Vercors and headed back to England. On the ground, the Maquis recovered the containers, often under immediate threat of German reprisals. July 14, 1944 remains one of the largest supply drops ever carried out over the Vercors. This model represents the B-17G Kismet as it appeared during these supply missions. It is a part of a diorama depicting the loading of containers at Wrotham Air Base before the launch of Operation Cadillac, based on a photograph taken by Wilbur Richardson the day before the mission. Through its constructions, it seeks to recreate the work of the mechanics, the preparations of the crews, and the commitment of the men of the 94th Bomb Group. I first met Wilbur Richardson in October 1999 in Seattle. We became friends almost immediately. The following year, at the invitations of the veterans of the Vercors Maquis, Wilbur and 5 pilots of the 94th Bomb Group returned to France for the commemorative ceremonies. He fell in love with the Vercors. From 2000 to 2007, he returned every year. I hosted him at my home, and together we visited the historic site of the plateau, speaking about the war, my grandfather, and the role of the Maquis. After the war, Wilbur Richardson returned to the United States with the invisible wounds carried by many veterans. A decorated former B-17 Bell turret gunner, severely wounded in the missions over Germany. He chose to dedicate his life not to war, but to education. He earned master's degrees in music education and became a teacher. For more than 30 years, he taught music to children, helping them learning instrument, understand history, and remember the cost of freedom. He also taught history determined to pass on what he and his comrades had lived through. After retiring in 1986, he continued serving his community. Musician, active member of veterans organizations, volunteer in aviation museums, he devoted his time to preserving history of World War II. This model of the B-17G Kismet and this film are dedicated to him, so that is his commitment, and that all of those who flew over the Vercors will never be forgotten.